Hello, my name is Amy Janae. I am an attorney with the Legal Aid Society of Palm Beach County. I am giving you a brief outline of the dependency system. This is the first of 2 consecutive segments that will explain how your relative child was placed in your temporary custody, how the dependency process will function from here on, and your important role in the process. The removal of the child you have began with a confidential call to the Child Abuse Hotline. This triggered a child abuse investigator employed by the Department of Children and Families, also known as DCF. A DCF investigator evaluated the child's home situation and the allegations. The investigator determined that there was enough merit to the allegations of abuse, neglect, or abandonment such that removing the child was necessary to protect the child, or that the child was in imminent danger of being abused, neglected, or abandoned. The investigator, with an attorney from the department, filed a shelter petition with the court. This was within 24 hours of removal of the child. That hearing is called a shelter hearing, the first of all hearings. You are encouraged to attend any and all hearings. You should receive notice of any and all hearings. Present at the shelter hearing are the parents, who are required to be noticed, the parents' attorneys, the investigator, the DCF attorney, a representative from the Guardian Ad Litem program known as the GAL, and the attorney for the GAL program. An attorney from the Foster Children's Project of the Legal Aid Society of Palm Beach County would only be present if the child and their siblings is from 0 months up to 12 years of age and initially placed in DCF licensed care. The Guardian Ad Litem program is appointed to represent the best interests of the child. From this hearing forward, the GAL program will visit the child and file reports with the court regarding the best interests of the child. The Foster Children's Project represents and advocates for the best interests of the child. At the shelter hearing, a circuit court judge hears testimony and weighs the evidence from all parties and determines if there is probable cause for removal of the child. This is a very low standard. Even a suspicion of harm may be sufficient, and that no services could have been provided that would have prevented the need for removal of the child. If there is a suitable adult relative who can care for a child, a home study will be ordered to be conducted. From this hearing forward, the court has the power or jurisdiction to make decisions that impact the health and well-being of your child. All hearings will be held in juvenile court. Very likely, even before the shelter hearing, the investigator would have already begun the home study of you, which would include a complete criminal background check of all caregivers, residents of the home who are 16 years of age and older, and any frequent visitors. A dependency shelter order and order of custody will be generated from the shelter hearing. It is helpful that you ask and receive a copy of both orders. The order for custody contains the child's name, case number, assigned division, and provides the required language in it for you to obtain any routine medical treatment for the child, collect medical and educational records for the child, and enroll the child in school and any other activities. The shelter order addresses the parent's visitation, so you know what the rules are and can abide by them. The second hearing is called the arraignment hearing. This is where the parents appear with their attorneys to answer the allegations of abuse, abandonment, or neglect of the child. You are welcome to attend this hearing as well. The parents can admit that they maltreated the child, deny that they maltreated the child, or consent. Consent means they don't admit or deny the allegations, but they accept that the judge can make a finding that the child was abandoned, neglected, or abused. The finding means the child is adjudicated dependent, which is necessary for you to qualify for relative caregiver assistance. You or the case manager will need to provide a copy of this adjudicatory order to prove this finding was made for you to qualify for a monthly subsidy that can be requested. The adjudicatory order also allows the judge to issue subsequent orders. The child shall be present at all court hearings unless the court finds it is not in the child's best interest.